Hi, welcome to the video of the 84048 sanded jig that we offer at Micromark. Before me is the unit as you will receive it. It comes with several different gauges that you can use in order to sand perfectly a 90, a 30, a 45, a 60 degree angle on these jigs. It comes with a miter gauge that rides in this slot back here, which you can get any degree either side of 90. It comes with a fence, an L-angle fence for tall wood. Comes with two clamping posts that swivel, pivot, and tighten down. A 90 degree gauge that's 90 degrees to this line that I've been using to sand other pieces of wood with. It comes with a four-sided block. You get one piece of sandpaper with each kit that you buy. The four sides enable you to use the optional sandpaper that we have as an accessory that is 86620. Comes with 20 sheets of sandpaper starting at 180, 220, 320, and 400. The sandpapers are not pressure sensitive adhesive on the back side. They're regular sandpaper cut to 1 5/16 by 5 inches long, allowing you to tape to the inside of the four-sided block a piece of sandpaper on both sides. Masking tape is best. Scotch tape will work. We do say that you can use rubber adhesive if you wanted to put a more permanent adhesive on the sandpaper to mount it here, but I don't recommend it usually. The adhesive can build up and create a bump on the surface. By using the tape, the simplest method possible, you'll get a nice straight sand on the pieces of wood that you're going to use with this machine. As I mentioned before, you have a 6-inch long piece of aluminum L-angle, which is a higher fence. This unit is actually held in place against the 90 degree stop, and it allows you to work on an area and against a fence that's taller than the 90 degree gauge that the unit comes with. So you would just park that there, align it so the edge is right on the cliff of the raised platform, and you would tighten it down with these clamps. That's how that would be mounted. The miter gauge that's provided has several markings left and right of 90. You have 90 in the top center, 80, 70. This longer line is 68, which is used in architectural structures for that degree. You've got 60, 50, 45 with a longer hash, since a lot of cutting is done at a 45 and sanding, true sanding, is done at a 45. You have 40, you have 30, you have 22.5, which is another architectural degree, 20, 10, and 0. And that goes either side of 90 with the miter gauge that comes with the sanded. Additionally, there's two gauges that you get. One is a gauge for a 90 degree angle, and another side is a 30 degree angle. There's also this gauge that has a 45 degree angle, and then a 60 degree angle. Okay, I've got a piece of wood here, basswood. I know that that end you're looking at right there is not truly 90 to the rest of this wooden stick. So I've applied and clamped down my larger 90 degree fence. I've got it in line right to the edge. How you do this is I'm going to put my piece of wood a little bit over that edge. And I've got this unit backwards to me, but it's easier for you to see this way, so I'm going to be sanding with my left hand. I'm going to firmly hold this piece down, and then I'm just going back and forth, riding the inside of this raised piece of wood with that angle right there of the aluminum block, and I'm going to true up this wooden stick. Now I know it's square. Okay, I'm going to do a 45 degree angle on this piece of wood I have. I have the 45 and the 60 in my hand. To use it the way I need to do it, I'm going to flip it over. Knowing that my 45 is there, I'm going to put it up against the edge of the little cliff there. Take my clamp, tighten the little cap screw down on it so it's firmly held in place. This piece of wood was a 45 at one time, but it's been damaged. I need to bring it back to a 45. So I'm going to put the piece of the wood, hang it over a little bit of the edge. Hold it in place. And now I'm just going to go back and forth with my sanding block, working into the face of that little cliff, using as much stroke of the 5-inch piece of sandpaper as possible. Blow the dust away. I've nearly got my 45 back. Almost there. And now, a short time later, I've got my 45 true again on the end of this piece of wood. I've got the 30-degree angle gauge in place right now. And I'm going to put a 30-degree, same process basically as the 45-degree I just showed you. But a 30-degree. Bringing my wood over just a little bit over that cliff. And I now have my 30-degree angle. Now I can take this and go to my structure, whatever I was building, and put it in place. One more thing to show you, the miter gauge. So I'm going to use the miter gauge now. I've got it set for 10 degrees. There's a little tick mark on this stem piece that moves up and around the miter gauge that I've set up with that line. It's directly in line for a 10-degree angle. This bar rides in that slot with very little play. Nothing really, no play at all. And I'm going to slide it over to where I need to have it over here. And I'm going to finish putting a 10-degree angle on this piece of basswood. So just hang that piece of wood over the edge of the board here just a little bit. "10-degree is not a common angle, but it's going to show you the ability of the miter gauge with the sand it, what it can do. We have our 10-degree angle. Additionally, you can flip the block over and use fresh sandpaper. After you've been using one side for so long, it'll tend not to remove wood as well, and you can just flip it over to a fresh side, like so, and you can see that I've been running both sides of this sandpaper. Lastly, I'm going to measure the 10-degree angle that I sanded before, using our 60299, our little protractor. Handy to have. I had done it for 10 degrees. So you can see 90 there. Now I'm going to take that black line and I'm going to line it up with the 80, which would equal a 10-degree angle. And we're going to put the wood up against it and see how well it looks. That's pretty nice. So that is the sanded that we have. Part number 84048. Did a great job on my 10-degree angle. Like I said before, it comes with the 2 gauges, the miter gauge, the 4-position block, the base, sandpaper, instructions. Easy to get going. Straight out of the box, you're up and running in just a few minutes. So pick up yours today.